Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Lena. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to do the TBR game. Yeah, probably insane because I still have to read all the books for the self-published science fiction contest. Yes, but still, I don't know why, but I felt like I was a little bit lost when it came to what was I supposed to read this month. So I just wanted to do this. Probably a terrible idea, but sorry about the glare, by the way. I just cannot seem to be able to see shit today, so I need to wear my glasses. But before we get started with the board, I will 100% for sure read The Wall of Storms, The Wall of Storms this month, because we have pushed the live show for the second book till December, because the third book has been delayed till December, The Bale Throne. So we have basically postponed everything a little bit, so you guys have time to catch up. But besides that, other books I'm 100% going to read this month. Oh, a Cradle book, of course. I'm just going to include it here because it will happen. Like, it's 100% going to happen. I just finished book 7, so I will be reading book 8 this month. This series is fantastic, honestly. Like, if you like fantasy and progressive fantasy, you're going to love this series. And the last thing before we get started, I will also be reading Reina Roja by Juan Gómez Jurado. I've heard great things about this series in general. They're a bit long, but I don't really mind it. It's in Spanish, so I will 100% be able to finish it quite rapidly. So yeah, it's my mom's. It's so damaged, it pisses me off a little bit. But yeah, I honestly have no idea what this one is about. Like, no idea. But now, let's just get started with the game. I know it's been a while, so this is kind of weird, but let's just start with one die. And now I know that it's a die, and that dies when it's just one. So the first one is going to be 1, 2, 3, an adult fantasy book. Okay, so adult fantasy. I kind of didn't want it like fantasy books this month, but I've been trying to read this book for a long time, and I bought it when it came out, so I think it's time. This is The Mask of Mirrors by Emir Kyarik. I've heard great things about it. It came out this year, so technically it's kind of a new release, but this is kind of, I want to say, Venetian. Basically, our main character is trying to trick her way into a novel house, like, you know, pretending and such, and I don't know, apparently has quite a chunk of political intrigue, so that makes me super excited about it. So yeah, this one is curious. I really want to read it. All of my friends have read it and loved it, so I think I'm also going to really enjoy it. But yeah, we'll see. Also, it's quite big, but we'll work with it. Okay, so now we grab 2 and let's just throw again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. We go over here. Okay, we throw again. So I'm pretty much okay with every single one of these, honestly. Like, maybe not lowest rated because I just don't really feel like it, but let's just go ahead. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Am I having the best of luck? We throw again. Again, I'm fine with everything except with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi! Welcome! Okay, except the well, which is a 5. So let's go. A 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A classic. Huh. Okay. Okay. I got one in mind. So when I told you that I got it, I was thinking about the chrysalids. But now I think I've changed my mind and I'm going to read The Penultimate Truth by Philip K. Dick. I don't know why, but I've always been drawn to this book. It's basically about World War III, and this guy gets stuck in a bunker, but one day hears something on the outside, basically. So I think it might be like a good kind of, maybe a dystopia, science fiction kind of, not thrillery, but more psychological type of science fiction. So I'm quite curious about it. I've always wanted to read it, even though I've owned it for like 2 years now. But I've never read it, so I think it's about time. So let's just go again with throw number 3. Technically, I'm mostly okay with every single one of those options down there. So let's go. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A book from bookshelf number 3. I've been so lucky today. Like, I'm going to pick like a fantasy book. Why not? I bought this book this month after seeing it a couple of months ago, but I was just like, you know what? It sounds amazing. So I bought the Maleficent 7 by Cameron Johnson. It looks amazing. Basically, this warlord had like these 7 generals, and one of them is a vampire, one of them is a warlock. Very different. They were basically defeated because all of them betrayed this general. And now War's back again, and she has to reunite them all, I believe. But sounds amazing. There's also a vampire here, dude. I just fucking love vampires in fantasy in general, like when it's in a fantasy setting, but I think it's going to be amazing. Like, I'm so hyped for this book right now. Like, since I got it, I was just like, if I have time, I will read it this month. If I have time, I will read it this month. But because I just barely finished my TBR, I was just like, okay, I'll pick it up for next month's TBR. But yeah, I'm super excited about this one. Okay, we are halfway there. This terrible place is going to be fine. I'm not going to fall into death square. Not this time. He's 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we go over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anything but an 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I count it right? 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11. A friend's pick. Okay, so for friend's pick, I've grabbed 3. They're pretty different from one another, but I don't know. They're all kind of standalones. I just don't want to dive into more series this month if I can avoid it. But basically the first one that I have here is the one in Future Witches by Alexi Harrow. I love the 10,000 Doors of January. It was such a good book, and I bought this one immediately when it came out, but I haven't read it because I've heard that it's not as good as the other one. So I still haven't read it. But you know what? I think it's about time. So this one is going to be choice number 1. Then I have The Ones We Are Meant to Find by John He. And I don't know. I've always loved this cover. I've owned this for quite a couple of months now. This is kind of a more contemporary science fiction, so I'm very curious about it. I tend to either love or hate contemporary science fiction, so we'll see. Choice number 3. What was that? Through. It's like a mix between 3 and 2. Perfect. And then choice number 3 is going to be A Hole in the World by Weston Oxy. Sorry, I really need to look that up. I requested this one for review because I've heard about it in June or May, and I was so into it. It's coming out this month, and I'm just super excited. It's honestly like another science fiction type of book, and I really want to read it, honestly. It's more on the chunkier side than I thought, honestly. I thought it was going to be short, but I'm just super excited to read this one. So I low-key hope they pick this one, honestly. I think I've never been this lucky with the TBR board, like, ever. So I'll take it. And last one, a book. Whatever book I want, basically. We're done. We are done. So early. I'm so happy. And then for the kind of whatever book, I could have chosen like Cradle, but I'm going to choose another one. I Don't Wither by Shiren Ye Zhao. I don't know, but I've been wanting to read this book since I got it last month. This was the only book that I bought last month. It deserves its spotlight. So I'm going to read it. It's basically the Handmaid's Tale meets Pacific Rim. Mechas and monsters. Like, let me tell you something. I fucking love Pacific Rim. I hate the second one, but the first one is just so good. So I'm super excited to read this one, honestly. But yeah, 100% going to happen this month because look at this cover. I mean, I need it. So yeah, those were basically all the books that I'm going to read this month. Well, not all of them. We know that because I still need to tackle all those SPFFC books this month, but I'm sure that I will also listen to some audiobooks. But that's mostly it. What books are you reading this month? Are you like a TBR person? or do you just like to mood read? Because I've discovered that I work better if I just organize my read. Honestly, sometimes if I mood read, I'm just like, what do I read now? I'm so confused. But yeah, that's going to be all for today. So, as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.